James, I want to kick this thing off asking you, who'd you rather have rostered the rest of the season? I'm going to go quarterback, running back, and then wide receiver, starting with the QBs. Dak or Russell? Russ, as he likes to be called.
I think Dak. I think he's got some better weapons, and right now he's just playing at an extremely high level, man. I've just been so impressed by how well he's played after coming back from injury, man. It's like you watch Dak play, you would have no idea that this man missed football last year. And the other thing too, it's like I love Russell Wilson, and listen, I love Pete Carroll too, but like this whole let Russ cook thing, like it's never taken off, guys. Like let's stop trying to make this a thing. It's never gonna take off. Pete is Pete, man. Like, and I get he's got like young guy energy, but at the end of the day, he's still an old man. And he's still doing old man things. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, man, give me Dak rest of the season.
You think everybody assumes Pete Carroll reads the internet, and I just don't think he cares about a hashtag. So
well,
I mean,
he reads some corners of the internet.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Jordan Peterson and such. How about running backs? And I'm with you, by the way, on Dak. He's unbelievable. It's hard. He might be the most likable player in the NFL. Ever put him up there?
100%, yeah.
Because think about it. He's doing this despite being a cowboy. It's really unbelievable when you think about it. I should hate the guy.
Everybody why are you drilling on America's team, bro? Come on now.
You know how it is. They just like NFC East for 2 years and, the America's team thing. Running back, Saquon Barkley, or Najee Harris.
You know what's really interesting is that, like, I know Saquon's, it looks like he's starting to ramp up back into form, and I get it. Like, he still has some of that juice left in him. But you know what? And I know that Pittsburgh's offense looks like an absolute dumpster fire. But in PPR, I'll still take Najee Harris. I mean, the dude got targeted 19 times in week 3. Ben's arm is absolute jello right now, and he's looking for checkdowns. And give me Najee Harris in all these little checkdown contests, and I think Harris is going to have more value in PPR.
Ben does. He looks a little old. I'll say that at this point.
He might not be able to throw it farther than Najee can run 5
You're
yards
right,
down
exactly.
the field.
That's why he's getting so many targets. Wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins or DK Metcalf?
This one's a tough one for me. I don't know how injured Nuke Hopkins is right now. Is that what's limiting his targets? Is that why they're not trusting targets thrown his way? I'm not 100% sure. But I'll say this. I think DK's got higher upside, and it's only because of the emergence of guys like Christian Kirk and Rondale Moore in Arizona. Now, all of a sudden, there's a healthy competition for targets in the desert that I don't think Nuke has had before.
Yeah.
And since Will Fuller, really, in Houston, you know what I mean? So I think there's an extra competition for targets. There's more volume in Arizona. They're going to throw more.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, with DK and Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's kind of sort of banged up right now, too. I just wonder if DK just soaks up all of the targets there in Seattle.
Who are the most disappointing fantasy players thus far this year, and who can turn it around?
I think George Kittle, Allen Robinson, and Jonathan Taylor are 3 guys that I certainly highlighted as being big-time disappointments. I think Jonathan Taylor can turn it around. I've been saying this about JT, man. I love the athleticism. You look at that size-speed combination at the running back position, it's rare. It's rare you ever see something like that. And he's playing behind with a coach in an offense that want to run the ball.
Boy, do they.
Man,
really
Frank
do.
Reich, man, they'd love to run the ball 60 times, man. They really would. So I think he's got some opportunity to turn it around. Now, last year, man, like he absolutely feasted on bad running defenses and didn't look great against good run defenses. And I think that may be coming into play this year as well.
Yeah, I mean, their O-line is decimated. Sorry to interrupt you, James.
Yeah.
Their O-line is bad right now. I mean, I've been saying this in relation to the Carson Wentz conversation. It's like the O-line is not much better than the one he had in Philly. It's still Carson's fault in Indy right now. He's got to make the throws, but it's bad, and the run game's affected too. The big man's on the bench. So who's the guy sitting on benches, not waiver wires, who deserves a long, hard look at the starting lineup this week? Place at the table.
Yeah, I think Mike Gesicki's starting to really come around.
Hell yeah.
Love that guy. See him jump over a bench last week. Put him on the team.
Yeah.
Start him right up.
He's third on the team in targets and routes run. Last year, this is a guy in terms of volume. The volume was there. He was top 12 in targets among tight ends. This year, he's tied for fourth, and he's also top 3 in air yards right now among tight ends. So for me, the volume is absolutely there. Last year, he was fourth among tight ends in receiving yards. This year, again, he's top 10. And top 10, I don't think actually, quantifies or captures the amount of volume he's getting as well. So I get the quarterback situation there is absolutely a big time question mark, but he's seeing volume. And for me, I'll chase the volume. We did this last year with Logan Thomas, where we're saying, okay, this is a talented player. He's getting volume. It's not translating yet, but the key word is yet. And I think right now, this is a guy that, again, very talented player, he can catch the hell out of the ball, man. Doesn't have great quarterback play, but he is seeing volume, and I'm going to chase that every single time. I think Mike Gesicki is worth a start. And I know he's rostered almost everywhere, but absolutely worth the start, I think, depending on what your tight end situation is.
Guy's a freak show. Like athletically, total freak show.
We got a little draft for you. We're going to do this every week.
All right, man.
2 players for the 3 of us. This week is quarterbacks. So look at your little cheat sheets. We're going to do a snake draft.
Hold on.
Chris.
I want to pull up the ESPN Fantasy app and just draft that way.
Go for it.
Who's the first pick? Am I the first pick? Who's first pick?
Chris is going to announce.
Chris is, that's me.
Who's picking second?
James.
Okay.
That would be you third.
And fourth.
And
snake
fourth.
draft.
Oh, snake draft. Yeah,
Snake
mini
draft.
snake.
Let's do it.
And just for the record,
garden snake.
This is only for week 4. Week 4 only. We'll tabulate the points scored by these players, and we'll have a big winner.
Yep.
We'll keep track of standings.
I'm in the app. I'm ready to draft.
Stakes are bragging rights. That's it. We have too many high stakes.
This is like
on
a
the
little.
show.
I love it. This is like a little mini DFS tournament.
Yeah, next week we'll do running backs. The week after we'll do receivers. It's going to get nuts in here, James.
Oh,
hell yeah.
It's going to be sick.
Put on your hat.
Okay, first pick, Chris
I guess
Long.
I'll go. I guess I'm going to have to take Josh Allen playing the Houston Texans, dude.
Okay, hope he plays 4 quarters in that one.
Oh,
big boy.
Please.
Oh, that's a
what do
great
you
one.
mean? You hope his hip's okay or something?
No, if they're up
I gotta
40,
watch
he's
you
going to sit
now.
down.
Okay.
All right, Chris has Josh Allen. James?
Okay.
I'll take Patrick Mahomes.
Shit. That's a fine pick.
It's always a fine pick to go Patty Mahomes.
He needs to watch out for Cox this weekend. Fletcher Cox, dude.
Okay, with the 3rd and 4th picks.
Somebody back there. Somebody back there.
Oh, that was a very awkward pause after you said Cox, for sure.
Looking at him. All right, go ahead.
3rd and 4th picks. I'm going to go Kyler Murray and Justin Herbert, the cuck starting quarterback. I just cucked you.
Oh,
I'm going
you
Kyler,
the Cox.
Kyler and Justin
Oh, good
Herbert,
for
and then
you.
James is on the clock at 5.
I'm so happy. That was a great move, dude.
So you went Kyler and who?
Justin Herbert.
Herbie.
Kyler and Justin Herbert. Bro, I'll go Tom Brady. I think he's just going to absolutely pour it on in New England.
It's a good pick.
Fuck
good pick.
me running. Fuck me running. I guess I'll take Ryan Tannehill.
Wow. That's a great pick.
I'm just fading
We're going
bad
off menu.
defenses, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
I
fading
love
bad
it.
defenses.
I love it. You got Josh Allen, Ryan Tannehill. James has Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady.
Was that
I
a
have
bad
Kyler
pick?
Murray, Justin Herbert. We will see.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know about the game
Going off
script
menu.
against the Jets.